Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your Talking Town pre-match show, Matchday live, ahead of a very big, important test today. Ipswich Town travelling to Hillsborough to take on Sheffield Wednesday. Over 3,000 Town fans have made the journey. Whether you're one of them or not, we are welcome here for your pre-game 20 minutes. We're going to discuss the team and what we expect the afternoon ahead to have in store for us. But this is, of course, is a very popular show with our overseas Talking Town viewing audience. So let me know today where you're watching from. Wink, nudge. Where are you watching from this afternoon? Which weekend getaway have we got to today? Heidi, good afternoon. I hope you are well. I'm looking forward to today's game. I really am. It's a big test. Sheffield Wednesday are a good side, a side that if you finish above them, you can expect to do very, very well this season. They're currently in fourth after 8 games, 16 points, 4 behind the mighty Town. So, good opportunity for us to really sort of extend maybe a little bit of a gap between us and them. Neil, good afternoon from Plymouth. Hope you're well, Neil. Hope you got over that illness. Let me know what you're thinking today. Costadale, Cambridge, says Oozle. Love it. Keep it coming in, whether you're watching from home or abroad. Let me know where you're watching from. Joining me this afternoon is a man that you saw all last night on our pre-game show, Mr. Alex Wilson. Alex, how are you, my man? How you doing?
Hey guys, you all right?
Yeah, look, big game this afternoon, right?
Yeah, biggest game we've had, biggest test we've had. Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Big test, 1 of 3. Obviously, you got this one, Plymouth, then Portsmouth. It's no way near a must win. But is it a walk away with at least what you arrive with, which is a point?
Yeah. I think I'd take a point out of the next 2, and then get 3 out of Portsmouth at home, because you've got to think of it in the way that a point doesn't bring them any closer.
No. It keeps that 4-point gap. And as I just said at the start there, if you finish above Wednesday, when it's all said and done, you've probably had a really successful season, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, it'd be really positive. I'm looking forward to seeing how we match up against one of the bigger teams in the league.
That's right, absolutely. Let's get a few comments before I come to you. Actually, your team today, who do you expect to play centre half? Fridge. Okay, I expect Richard Keogh to play centre half. Why do you expect Fridge? I'll tell you why I expect Keogh in a second.
I think based on the time he's had at the club, it's been a toss-up between him and Burgess. Mm-hmm. I said on the press conference reaction show last night, yes, Richard Keogh played 36 games in the Championship last year. Take that point, but he's 36.
Okay, all right, fair point. That's fair point. I expect Keogh for that very reason: the age factor, the experience factor, the settling you down factor, the absorption of the atmosphere factor, everything that a senior player has on their shoulders. But the team is in. I will show it on the screen in just a moment because it's 2:00, so it should be in, but it's not yet on their Twitter page. So bear with me a minute while we do it. But yeah, I do think Richard Keogh for me would be the one. Here we go. It is Walton, Danastian, Wolverhampton, Edmondson gets the nod today. Burns, Evans, Morsey, Davis, Chaplin, John Jules, and Jackson. He's gone. Okay, well, I'll come to the team just a second. A few more comments first. James Hosman watching from Stowmarket. Big up the Stowmarket Army. Rob Holmes is in Albania. Welcome in, Rob. Harps is watching from Portugal. Hello from Portugal. Hello from England. Back to you. Fridge 100% says A. Chris, Keogh and Fridge will be hard to pick between. Lee, so many fans, mainly Bolton fans, quoting that the wheels are going to fall off and come back to earth with a bump. Would love to win this to shut them up. Okay. Rob Smith, Jackson up front, unhappy emoji. He's gone, Alex, the way I would have gone last night. And I can't remember if I said it on the show or if we ran out of time. Mark McGuinness is one of their centre halves. I would go with pace. I would really go with in behind pace and just try and stretch the game. Try and force Wednesday to retreat a little bit, not play a high press, not try and press to the halfway line. and just see if actually we can get. We all saw that clip of Mark McGuinness versus Wes Burns when McGuinness played for Ipswich, and Wes Burns literally knocked it past him and said, "Catch me." It looked like he was running in quick cement. Bless him. I expect the same today with Jackson and John Jules, Alex.
It does seem to be that when one of them plays, they both play, doesn't it? It seems to be that that's a partnership that McKenna's working on. But we've got options now, you know. But it'll be interesting, I think.
Why do you think he's gone for John Jules and Jackson?
I'm not sure, in all honesty. It's not what I would have gone. I think my stance was very clear last night in how I would have, in how I think we play better potentially.
Yeah.
So it's not what I would have done, but you know that's why I'm a fan, and Kieran McKenna is our manager.
Well, this is it. Obviously, you know, EJ says McKenna has known what he's doing so far. I trust the man. Is that the camp you're coming from there? We sort of end the sentence that you just did a second ago. You're well, you know, I'm not what I would have done, but he is Kieran McKenna for a reason, and I am sat on the pre-game show.
But from what I've seen so far, because forgive me, but MK, wasn't it John Jules and Jackson at MK? I wasn't there for that game, so
I believe it was, yes. But obviously he's not. But you mentioned MK, Alex. That is almost a guiding light there, because it shows McKenna's not afraid to make big decisions in big games with his tactics. Remember last year, MK away, Jackson came in. Everyone was like, "Oh my god," you know. But it's those big decisions that McKenna's paid to do. And again today, it would have been easy maybe to go with Ladapo. It would have been easier.
There's Harness there either, is there?
Yeah, easier to go with Marcus Harness. But tactically, he's spotted something and he wants to try and exploit that.
That's brave to go at Marcus Harness.
Well, again, like I say, he's clear. Well, you know, out of the two, Chaplin is a little bit better than Harness for me. And I guess it's Harness or John Jules. And if you want pace, Alex, if you want to go with pace and hurt players and really try and get behind them, because I fully expect Wednesday today to be a team that want to operate on the front foot, want to operate in our half, want to push their centre halves up to the edge of the centre half, if not the halfway line. So go with pace, Alex. Go with, okay, you play that way, that's fine. But we will put it in behind you and we will see who's faster, my guy or your guy. And I've got money being it on my guy.
I would potentially maybe swap it round and maybe have John Jules up top with Jackson behind him.
You could do they could very much do that though, couldn't they? They could operate in that flexibility way. They really could. Yeah, you're right.
Because I think.
Oh, have I lost him? I think I've lost him. I'm on my own. I'm flying solo. That's absolutely fine. When he comes back, I will bring him back to you. I got a couple of comments. Lee, Wednesday would have been expecting Ladapo. Time for some Jackson pace. Neil, good to see Fridge back 100%. Absolutely. It's great to see Edmondson back along that back line. Billy Dalton, ITFC play John Jules centre forward and Harness next to Chaplin. That's what he would do. It's a fair point. I think Alex was sort of saying the same thing there before we lost him. Hopefully we will see him again soon. Neil Perks, surprised about Harness though. I am in a way, because Marcus Harness has been a very informed player. Make no mistake about that. But equally, if you're going to go with the pace, if you're going to, you know, try and get in behind them, then you need to, you know, I believe go with John Jules over Harness. But we'll see. It's a really interesting selection in that sense, because Harness has played really well, really well. As Mike D says, though, McGuinness has no pace. Norman, really hope Jackson has a good game and scores. Absolutely. I think he just needs a goal, get him off the mark, get his confidence going. And let's see where we go from there. Lee, an injection of quality still to come on the pitch, about 70 minutes. McKenna always has a plan and a strategy. That's the unique thing about McKenna. You're absolutely right about that one. Lee, thank you for the comment. EJ, nice. We've got some good subs coming on later in the game. ST, Harness will come in the 60th minute and cause an absolute havoc. I can't see how the ball would stick up front. That is something we struggled with. You are right. In regards to the previous away game, Accurate and Stanley, where the ball just refused to stick. Alistair says 2-0 to Chaplin and Morsey. Oozle would have liked to see Edwards on the bench to bring on with tiring legs. Facebook says strong bench. James Hobson. Harness has a good record of coming on and blowing teams away. Let's look at the bench today then. So we have got on the bench, as somebody just requested who's on the bench. Norman has just asked who's on the bench. The bench is Hladky, Keogh, Lee, Ball, Harness, Hadmi, and I think I said Ladapo, but Hladky or Ladapo, depending which one I didn't mention to start off with. A good bench, actually. Yeah. I'm quite happy with that. We've got some real quality at this football club now, haven't we? I'm just trying to think how I would approach those substitutions. And, it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, the flow of the game will dictate that, of course. But we've got some real quality within the ranks, it has to be said. Rob Holmes hopes Morsey keeps Bannon in his pocket. Mike D. McGuinness just seen not playing. Looks like they're going to 3 or 5 at the back. Let's go and look the other way. So let me find the team. There it is. We have got Stockdale, Palmer, Iorfa, James, Johnson, Byers, Bannon, Bashiri, Windass, and Smith. What do you make of that Wednesday lineup? No Mark McGuinness.
I've only just seen. I only caught the end of that.
Fair play. Do not worry. No Mark McGuinness in their back line. Interesting one, that really.
Yeah, I think so. I've not really seen that much of him since he sort of left us.
No,
but it's a tough one, isn't it? It's almost like they've expected what we were maybe counteracted what we were doing. So.
Yeah, possibly so. You're absolutely right. But just talking before you came back into the studio about the ball not sticking up top. Obviously, Accurate and Stanley, the last away game, with Jackson up the top. The ball didn't really stick that well. Is that a concern for you today?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the point I was making on last night's show, that the ball sticks better when you've got a big physical presence up there in a Ladapo. Which then enables people to run onto him. The concern I have with this lineup is if we can't pass it through and try and go long, it can potentially come straight back to us.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, really great point. That we really struggled with that on the last away game, didn't we, Alex? In the sense of we couldn't get a hold of it. And if it keeps pinging back, it's okay if it pings back against, maybe, no disrespect, lesser quality players. But today we're playing a team that's strong. Barry Bannon, for example. You don't want to give him more of the ball.
A good striker in Josh Windass.
Yeah.
In front, up there as well. And I also think when it's not sticking, you don't get the best out of Chaplin. Because Chaplin goes looking for it.
Exactly. I disagree with Josh here, though. Jackson could cost us today. I disagree with that because Caden Jackson is a professional football player. So it's not for me to sort of promote how good he is or defend him, as it were. But he's a professional football player that has ability and he has scored goals at this level. Granted, not to the level that us Town fans would have wanted to have seen. But he has scored goals at this level. He can operate. And we saw MK Dons last year, Josh. He was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Didn't get on the score sheet, but tactically, I believe would have done everything and more that McKenna wanted from him that day. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's there today, Alex. This could be, a left field opinion. Maybe he's there today as a disruptor, as somebody who's not going to allow Wednesday in the fight in their defensive third to have a lot of the ball. To dictate where a pass can go, to try and find Barry Bannon at ease. Maybe he's going to be, nipping around the ankles of their centre halves, constantly putting that pressure on in a different way to Big Freddie. Yeah,
but I still can't get away from the fact that this is probably our biggest game of the season, and it's not the move I would have made. I would have if you're not going to have Ladapo, I would have possibly gone El Hadney. Just because I think with the way that Wednesday play, we're going to need that ball sticking up there.
Yeah.
But then I think what you've maybe got to realise is that in years gone by, if we've had managers that are very, very stubborn and they won't change the way they play at all. Whereas with McKenna and Pert, if it's not working, they'll change it.
Yeah. No, that's that. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. Great comment. Wednesday's parking the bus, says James Hodgson Lee. They should do a player cam on Jackson. He does so much off the ball that it's not recognised, opening up positions for our midfield to exploit. Joshua did nothing against Northampton in 45 minutes. Gov a League 2 side. Well, one game, Josh, and define nothing as well. I mean, I can't remember that game off the top of my head. But no, I take your point. Mr. Russell, I just disagree. It would cost us. I'm not sitting here today thinking, Alex, you know what? Jackson's starting up top. That's cost us the 3 points today. There's no point going even into the game. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's a very strong, very unfair opinion to say that'll cost us, because he'll do a job. It's not what I would have done. I'll nail my colour to the mast on that.
Yeah, you've said that, yeah.
But we're not. We've got enough quality in our team to get a result, and I find that quite a defeatist attitude. And it's about mentality.
You're absolutely right there.
Yeah, they'll be up for this,
as they should be. They're the home team against a team that's top of the table, not lost yet. As I mentioned the other day, there's that target, isn't there, when you don't lose on your back, because you can be the first team that sets the wheels wobbling.
But it's not even for it's not even for Wednesday. They've got to come and attack us, and if they attack us, then that creates space.
True. Yeah, no, that's true. Very true. I get that.
Being the home side, the onus is on them.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let's see if we can do that. ST, I know we're not Man City, but they did pretty well without a striker for a few years. Norman, bear in mind, Stockdale has looked dodgy with the ball at his feet, not a sweeper keeper. Uza, we don't need our strikers to score. Spreading them across the team is going great. Josh Russell, it's had me. Alex, not L had me. No hate, just correcting you. Had me, L had me. We all know who he means. Neil Perks. McKenna is a thinker and picks the team for the fixture. My money says Jackson will come off at half time, or if Wednesday take the lead earlier. Jackson only has potential to be effective if Wednesday are pushing up with space in behind. Josh is not defeatist, just doesn't rate Jackson. Fair point, Josh. No, it's your opinion, man. It's talking town opinion. Strong, bold, you're owning it. I like it. I don't agree with it, but I like the fact that you've got that sort of strong opinion. Jay and Ryle, a new YouTube member. Jay, thank you so much, my brother. Welcome. We feel the same Jay from Kofi. Thank you. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Get involved in the Discord chat. I know you want to be a part of the ITFC community. I remember that from our conversations. Neil, first goal could be massive. And David says, welcome, Jay. Absolutely. Welcome, Jay. We love that. Other fixtures around League One, Alex. You've got Bolton at home to Peterborough. Peterborough experiencing a little bit of a wobble. Which way do you want to? How do you see that one sort of playing out? Bolton obviously are a good side.
Bolton have been a good side.
Fifth in the table. Peterborough is seventh. A draw with me, would do me lovely there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that Bolton were there for the taking, but they've proved themselves to be a good side this year.
I'm just thinking, if Posh lose and we win, we could find ourselves double-digit points ahead of Peterborough.
Yeah.
Ow! Like we know what that does to a psychological sense to a team, to their fan base. We know what that can do to a fan base when you look up and you're, a double-digit away. That could be good. That could be good.
Yeah, it's not nice to be it's nice to be the one setting the pace rather than
trying to play catch up.
The ones chasing.
Yeah. You're spot on. Yeah, that's a good point. Cambridge are 6th. They're playing Barnsley in 11th. So I want Barnsley to win that one. It's, because anytime your top 6 around you lose, it softens your result or sweetens it that little bit more, doesn't it?
It does, but then again, Barnsley did okay against us. They scored 2 goals against us. So, their football wasn't attractive, but they could quite easily be getting to the point where they're settled. And could be a side that are gonna disrupt things. We heard the Barnsley fan on the pod. I don't think they've got enough quality to maybe get up into the 6, but they can be those ones that are just outside. So that could quite easily be another draw potentially.
Really good. David, you have made my afternoon so worth it, my friend. I honestly cannot thank you enough for what you have just done there. €10. David, thank you. And thank you. Along with you and Jay, you've made my afternoon. You truly have. Honestly, I can't say it enough. Thank you so much, my friend. I honestly appreciate it. People will say it's too early, Alex, as you sort of round up the show, to look at the league table and say, it's too early to say you want so-and-so to get beat by so-and-so or so-and-so and so-and-so. But for me, last year kind of proved it ain't ever too early when there's competitive games being played. Like, if you race out to 11-point lead over Peterborough, for example, or you win today and Cambridge lose to Barnsley, and you extend that
and the
point.
thing is, we've got to lose 3-4
exactly.
Which we might lose games, but I don't see us losing 3-4 consistently.
Well, even if you do, you don't slide out of the playoffs. You slide into the playoffs. Like, it's never too early to build up a little bit of a lead and have an eye out and think, Barnsley in 11th on 11 points. If they beat Cambridge and we win, you go from 7 points over Cambridge to, again, 10 points. That's huge. That's like I say, that's 3 games. That's 4 games even. Like, I'm already at that point where I'm willing to look at the top 6 and think, who are they playing? Like Portsmouth today, playing Plymouth. Make that a 0-0 boring draw all day long for me.
And then Cambridge still got to come to us, obviously, in a couple of weeks' time. So
on a Tuesday night, under the lights. Yeah, under the lights. The old autumn leaves falling. Oh, it's all very Joe Raw reminiscent in it, where we're suddenly very good and the autumn's starting to arrive. The hoodies are coming out, which you can buy, by the way, on our shop.talkingtown.co.uk. They are good quality. So, like 2 years old now, and it's still going. It's the only bloody hoodie, Alex, that actually is still looking like brand new after 2 years. The rest of them just.
I've got mine.
There you go. I mean, I don't know what Josh does to his, bless him, but it survived a lot, that hoodie. I have to write that down, Josh. New hoodie. Because we need to hook that man up with some merch, because he deserves it, man, because he's still repping the TT, and it looks like the jumper's certainly lived a life. But yeah, we'll sort you out, Josh. Mike D. Pitch, looking great at Hillsborough. Let's get it on the deck and find that spare man. We've been so good at finding this season. Barnsley a draw. We know how much too many draws can hurt you. Age was agreeing with me, and EJ says hit that like button. Absolutely, don't forget we are live. The moment the man in the middle blows his whistle, you will hear that theme tune roll, and I will be here, with Alex and Milk Tray Man to get their thoughts on hopefully a test that we have passed this afternoon. And of course, there'll be a live link for you guys and girls at home, whether you're at home having watched it, whether you're on foreign shores having watched it, at Hillsborough still on the way home. Regardless, it's your platform to have your say in your own words. No one can put the words into your mouth, and no one can know, because it's live, what you're going to say. So come on the platform, have your say on hopefully a test passed. Alex, 2 questions. Will we pass the test? And what will the score be?
Well, I think we will. For me, it's not the test. It's very easy to say the test is going and getting 3 points. The test isn't getting 3 points. The test is making sure that when they don't get any closer to us, by whatever means that will be, whether that be us being 3 points further ahead, or us maintaining the gap that we've got. And I think we will pass that.
Okay, I like that. And your score?
Hart says 1-0. Brain says possibly 1-1.
Okay. All right. We are on Discord at halftime. Mike D did ask in our halftime show, Gov. No, we are on Discord at halftime. So join us on Discord, either a text or a voice channel, but join us there. If you're not yet a member of the Discord, the link is in the community tab, or it certainly will be by 3 p.m. this afternoon. And if you still can't see it, you're probably not a fifth stander. So hit that join button on YouTube or head to our Ko-Fi site and become a Talking Town fifth stander today to get access to the Discord. It is a wonderful, wonderful site. Wilson, I think you're on it, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, man.
I'm in there. I'm not in there as much as I would like because it buzzing off that much. I have to mute it and then I forget that I've muted it.
I hear you. Don't worry. That is an afternoon job of mine actually this afternoon to tidy it up and make it more user friendly. But as Alex has just very handedly pointed out, it is active. It is busy. It's a place for ITFC fans to become a YouTube member today. Woody Wood, like that. Woody Wood. Love the actual avatar as well. Big Toy Story fan, me. And if I had to pick my favorite Toy Story character, it would be Woody. I'm going to be honest. Buzz, not for me. Woody, absolutely. Get your mind out of the gutter, son. Josh Russell 2-1. Alistair says 2-0. I'm gonna go 2-1 Town. Jackson double. That's bold enough for you, isn't it? That's more bold than the washing detergent. We're back at full time. Join us at halftime on Discord, but until then, with love, with care. That is Lionel Von Rock. And I am the Gov. We'll see you at full time.
You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Oh, please lover. I woke up all soaked in sweat, with chills running down my neck. I thought went crazy from just the thought of you. A long blonde hair.